Welcome to my channel. This playlist offers insights into the impending golden age of humanity. Feel free to show your support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Your engagement is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Each sentient, living being creates their own reality, and this holds true on all planets and in all densities. However, most humans are part of a collective of beings, and this makes any experience essentially a co-creation. As the saying goes, no man is an island. If one finds the present reality unsatisfactory, there are ways to change it. By withdrawing and living alone for a while, an individual has the opportunity to start anew with a clean slate. But if the desired future reality involves interactions with other humans, the best way forward is by finding like-minded people with whom to co-create a new and improved reality. This is the current state on Terra. Humans are awakening to their inherent manifestation powers and regaining control over their lives. Instead of creating by default and feeling victimized by the results, they are now creating with purpose and intention, refusing to be manipulated and controlled. A new Earth is being formed, one that is less materialistic and polarized and much more spiritual and loving. As the collective consciousness level of the population rises, there is a growing urge to connect with people who share similar future visions and have reached the same frequency level. Three things happen simultaneously. Two major societies form based on their preferred polarity. People become empowered and resilient. And finally, individuals of the same frequency come together to co-create, regardless of gender, background, nationality, education, or previous belief systems. The past belongs in the past as people awake to their new destiny. This is the most empowering aspect of spiritual evolution and the upgrade that ultimately leads to the fifth density. However, reaching the fifth realm is not the ultimate goal. Humans need to accept that the soul's journey has no end. There are only stops along the eternal path toward a greater sense of oneness. A human inhabiting a fourth density avatar body has the ability to raise their frequency level and become a match to the fifth realm. This means that a fourth density human can experience the fifth realm, at least in their minds. Above all, this is an emotional and spiritual experience. However, the physical body remains a product of the physical realms, which is a limiting factor on the path towards semi-physicality. All life on planet Terra is currently undergoing a biological upgrade as part of a cosmic evolution. This process is linked to genetics and progresses at a much slower pace compared to the elevation of frequency which can be achieved through individual energy work. Those consciously striving for higher awareness will discover that meditation serves as an efficient tool for faster ascension. While a higher frequency can influence the speed of the biological upgrade, the body primarily evolves due to solar activity and cosmic energies. Individuals have no control over the radiation and photon outbursts that penetrate the geomagnetic shield. However, it's essential to grasp that every cell within a human body is directly influenced by the sun, not solely through radiation, but also through a form of quantum entanglement. Each cell represents an independent manifestation of source energy, making the entirety of the body, consisting of billions of cells in multiple organs, a vast universe in itself. From our ninth density perspective, every cell in any living organism on Terra is directly impacted by the local star known as Sol, which is part of a binary star system. These solar twins are ultimately influenced by the center of the Nataro galaxy or Milky Way. This galactic epicenter, in turn, connects to a network of energetic highways that traverse our bubble universe. All roads lead not to Rome, but to the expansive energy field we refer to as the universal void, located at the center of Eon. When many cells undergo a simultaneous upgrade, this transformation affects the individual being. When several individuals undergo an upgrade, it impacts the collective. Upgrades in several solar systems have repercussions on their respective galaxies, and when a few galaxies undergo changes, ripple effects resonate throughout the universe. Cosmic evolution occurs across all densities throughout the universe, proceeding in stages connected to ascension cycles. Everything is interconnected, and as suns and planets undergo upgrades, all expressions of life in all galaxies follow suit. This upgrade manifests in various ways in each being, but the ascension process remains universal. Beyond our universe called Eon lies the Great Void, where the 9 serve as cosmic managers existing closest to source energy. Remarkably, the smallest cell in a human body is intricately connected to the Great Void, the 9, and source energy itself. In fact, source energy resides in the space between cells and quantum particles in every part of the physical and semi-physical realms. Within this void, free from contrast and filled with tranquility, eternal peace and cosmic truth reside. This void is like water, a divine plasma of source energy. Therefore, God is within everything. You are swimming in an energetic ocean of divine plasma. To properly experience the 5th density, one requires a 5th density semi-physical body. The transformation from a 3rd density biological vessel to a 5th density one typically takes about 100 years. This is the length of the Ascension Window on Terra, when harvest or graduation is possible for young souls. The age of the human being is a significant factor to consider in this upgrade. Since most humans currently don't reach the age of 100, it is challenging, if not to say impossible, for many to achieve an in-body ascension. However, many children born since 2012 inhabit 4th density bodies and can potentially achieve the transformation into the semi-physical realm within a few decades, provided that they consciously focus on raising their frequency and desire ascension. In the fifth density, the light is significantly brighter, the gravity is different, the perception of time is another, and multidimensionality is a natural part of life. It's not imperative to attain a fifth density bodysuit in your current incarnation on Terra. What truly matters is aligning with the fifth density frequency and, upon death, reincarnating into the fifth semiphysical realm. There are several signs indicating one's proximity to the fifth realm. Physical ascension symptoms include head and body aches, tinnitus, tiredness, heart arrhythmia, unexplained weakness, and periods of emotional lows. Some of the emotional reactions are connected to individuals tapping into the collective consciousness, where they are influenced by the emotions of the human population at large. The aches and pains are associated with the activation of dormant DNA strands beyond the two currently recognized by science. These additional 10 strands constitute the original human genome, which is hidden within the two main ones. They date back to the seeding of the human species that occurred millions of years ago when intergalactic star races infused several extraterrestrial DNA strands into a local macaque species on Terra. Furthermore, the structure of the human brain is evolving, with new neurons forming and previously unseen neurological connections emerging. Evolution fosters a harmonious interaction between the right and left brain hemispheres, promoting the development of nanostructures that correspond to fifth density brain patterns typical of higher density humanoid species. This evolution leads to a wide range of positive changes within each human, including higher IQ levels, psychic abilities, telepathy, and telekinesis. Everything in the universe is connected through a unified energy field of plasma, and ultimately we are all fractals of source energy. But at this stage of your spiritual evolution, separation is a reality. Humans are reaching an important choice point. In third density, humans experience great contrast from clashing polarities, both in society and within families. In fifth density, the two groups, service to self and service to others, live apart, forming harmonious societies within their own polarity. Allow fellow humans to choose different polarities by accepting the separation that takes place. Focus on unity within your own tribe while allowing people to leave and find their own groups. During the transition to what will become your new Earth, avoid being triggered by the other polarity. The universe is rife with contradictions stemming from the multifaceted manifestations of source energy across different densities. A significant challenge during the transition lies in maintaining a balance between the concern for your surroundings and not letting the current reality impact your emotional state. It's a delicate dance, choosing polarity while recognizing that it's all part of an illusion. Embrace the idea of separation while also welcoming the higher density perspective where all beings exist as one. In this realm, things can simultaneously hold importance and be inconsequential. Ultimately, all soul fragments will progress to the 9th density, shedding physicality and polarity as they merge into oneness with the Mother Soul or higher being. While the inclination towards service to others is inherent to source energy, soul fragments in densities 1 to 8 retain the liberty to experiment with either polarity. The choice is deeply personal, but it's essential to make it consciously. In the 4th density, a transitional phase before entering the 5th, individuals gain easier access to higher wisdom, galactic knowledge, and a better understanding of their own divine essence. Amnesia gradually dissipates during this period. The inner journey is crucial because it helps individuals make informed decisions. In the upcoming chapters, we will delve into what the Golden Age will look and feel like by focusing on several key areas: diet, health, relationships, work, beliefs, and defense. We will also explore the 2 5th density realities that are taking shape based on a preferred polarity. Arise, Starseeds of Terra. Embrace the dawn of your new Golden Age.